And now, Residents Inn, please welcome to the stage your host for this year's conference, Matt Davis.
Wow, that is optimistic. Thank you. Especially since you guys don't know who the heck I am. Thank you very much for that very warm welcome. My name is Matt Davis, and I should probably tell you who I am. I'm a host for WBAL TV in Baltimore and also a host on 98 Rock in Baltimore. So I've been brought in to help encourage the fun that I know you guys all have here every single time we do these gatherings. So part of my connection is music. I think it's amazing that you guys sing your mission. And the radio show that I do is for independent artists from all over the country. They travel, they tour nationally and regionally, and a lot of them stay at your hotels. So on behalf of the music industry, I'd like to apologize for all the horrible things that have been done into your hotel rooms all over the country. I actually have a list here of some of the things that have been borrowed from your properties. 438 towels, 220 pillows, 4 TVs, 1 cheese pump, and 1 front desk employee. Don't worry, Curtis is fine. We dyed his hair purple. We told him to play the guitar. He's in a band now. Now, I'm not saying you won't get your occasional noise complaint, but we promise to tighten it up a little bit in 2015. Now, when these artists go on the road, occasionally I'm there to give them advice, such as places to stay. And some of them don't take my advice and stay at a Residents Inn. And I just happen to have a couple of calls here from some bands who did not stay at a Residents Inn. And this is one of the messages that I recently received here.
Next message.
Hey, Matt, it's Curtis. Call me back. This gig already sucks. You said to stay at a residence. We didn't stay at a residence. We went somewhere else that we found in a phone book. Who uses a phone book anymore? I tell you who uses a phone book. My stupid girlfriend Shirley, who shouldn't even be the keyboard player. This place doesn't have beer. There's no beer, and I smell something burning. I think it's our room. It's definitely our room that's on fire. This is no way to open for one of the biggest bands we've ever performed for, Liam Brown and the Drunken Shenanigans. Call us back. What's on fire?
You know, it's a real shame they didn't take my advice since you guys are really in touch with Gen Y. This is another voicemail message that I received from Curtis here.
Next message.
Hey, Matt, Curtis, checking in week 3 of this ill-fated tour Diane set up with us. Should have been a good one. Trying to open up for Janice M and the Dumpster Fires tonight. And we're at the hotel, not a residence. Not sure why we listened to that dude that we met on Craigslist that sold us the bass guitar with no strings. This place is a dump. Hard to get a wake-up call when A, there's no phones in the room, and B, the guy up front has a misspelled neck tattoo and asks when you check in if you want to check out his machete collection. Who says that to someone? Something is on fire here. Why is every place we go to burning? Call Diane Mayer and tell her we're not doing this again. God!
Now, I'm sure this band is really upset, especially since you guys provide such great customer service. I mean, your passion is to help guests thrive. And this is the final message I got from this band here today.
Next message.
Matt, you gotta call me back. It's Curtis. Again, we're still on tour. Big one tonight. Opening up for Arnie Sorensen and the Curious Condors. Trying to get some rest. Didn't stay at a residence. And what was the place my dad suggested? We're trying the social media where we're going to be at, but kind of hard with no Wi-Fi, or internet, or hot water. They do have typewriters, though, because that makes sense. Why not have a typewriter in every room, in case I want to type a letter to a fan from 1884? And something's on fire at this place still. Everything's on fire. Call me, or call my agent, Diane Mayer, and get this sorted out. This sucks.
Poor guys, they'll take my advice next time. Now that you guys know who I am, I'd like to find out a little bit more about you. So I'd like to see who's out here in the audience today. If this is your first conference, we're going to ask you to stand up right now. Everybody, if this is your very first conference. All of our newbies, our new brand believers. All right, thank you. Now, if you've been to 2 or 4 conferences at Residents Inn, please stand. Amazing. Okay, thank you. How about 5 to 9 conferences. A lot of tenure here. How about 10 to 19 conferences? Look at this. And dare I even ask, 20 or more conferences? And we have a few people standing here. That is absolutely amazing. And right now, we'd like to acknowledge our 2013 award winners. If you guys would all please stand. They were in the parade. They didn't have a conference last year, so we wanted to give them the respect they deserve as well. So you probably noticed that there are stickers on a lot of your name tags here, and we'd like to show you what they are and what they mean here. This is new brand believers, also veterans, culture council members, including local councils and the Residents in Culture Council. And now that we know what the stickers mean, it is my pleasure. I am now thrilled to welcome your brand vice president, Diane Mayer. All right, well, it is my complete pleasure now to introduce you to the Wheel of Courage. This is the wheel. Diane has already asked you to have the courage to drive your rate in 2015 and to make the changes you need to be ready for Gen Y. So we thought that if courage was one of our key messages this year, we could also have a little bit of fun with it. And on the wheel, there are different kinds of activities. Some are for the speakers, some are for the audience, and some are just some general random fun for everyone. So from time to time, we're going to spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, we have to do. So we're asking everyone to make a pact right now to do what lands on the wheel, okay? Sound good? I'm going to introduce you to some of the categories here on the wheel. Our challenges start with Let It Go. And if any of you have small children, this has probably been on loop at your house for the past year, so we're going to sing. This is Grab the Money. This is an audience challenge. You want this, okay? Scream big money every time this wheel goes around. I promise you'll love this one. Mystery prize. Exactly that. It's going to remain a mystery until it lands on Mystery Prize. T-shirt cannon is also an audience challenge, just some fun for you guys. We're going to break out the big guns. It's going to be a lot of fun. Next is Open the Gift. I think all of you have been very, very good about not going under the chair and opening your gift. You've read the message, do not open. That's awesome. When it lands on this category, you'll have the opportunity to do that. Foreign accent. We're going to see what kind of foreign accents our speakers have in them.
It's going to be bad.
And of course, celebrity impressions. That's another speaker challenge. And I know we have lots of great impressions with all the amazing speakers that we have up here tonight. I'm Too Sexy, another speaker challenge. We're going to put them on the catwalk tonight, okay? We're going to see them strut their stuff. And we also have Open the Gift. This is going to be a really cool category as well. We don't want to spoil the surprise for this one. Get Silly. All right, I have to tell you, there is a silly string section, okay? If you see the plastic right here on the ground, and you're seated there, that means you are in the silly string section. So for those of you who would like to be silly stringed, we would love for you to sit here right now. Feel free to move over. For those of you who would not like to be silly stringed, if you're sitting there, do the walk of shame now. By the way, we're going to have a lot more activities than this. So once the wheel is landed on a category, we're going to take it off and put a new category up there for more fun. Christina?
All right, well, thank you, Matt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is almost party time, but who would like me to take a spin on this wheel over here? I thought so.
I'm very nervous.
Now,
I'm
if
very,
Diane looks
very nervous.
a little bit-
Pray for money drop. Pray for money drop.
Yes, if she looks a little bit less enthused than the rest of you, it's because she is on the hook first for any speaker challenges that come up here tonight. So
Not Arnie. It's all on me.
really, I'm just kidding. She really wants to sing. She has an Elsa dress backstage and everything. So let's see here. Let's
Give it
spin
a
this
hard
wheel.
one. Come on, hard spin.
Big money, big money, big money. We're
Money
going for
drop,
big money,
money
big
drop.
money, big
Come
money.
on.
And it looks like
T-shirt cannon. Hi-ya!
We are gonna get silly. Yes, the brave souls that have sat here in the front row. We have some regulation silly string for you here tonight.
Yay, these are
And as
brave people
As tradition goes,
getting silly string for our culture.
give it up for all of our courageous silly string people over here. And ladies and gentlemen, just some great housekeeping notes before we wrap up and head to this party over here. The Care to Be Casual table is near registration. Make sure you drop by. We'd like you to donate a minimum, and the keyword is minimum, of $5. Wear your jeans on Friday. Also, please note we will wear our brand t-shirts, the ones that you got at registration earlier today. And speaking of registration, we want to thank HBO for sponsoring our registration area this year. Thank you, HBO. I'm going to quickly go through the Bonfire app. You can pay attention to the screen up here. You can enter Finding Connections. In registration, we asked where you grew up, what your hobbies are, what best describes your hotel. This is all so people can find you and you can find others with something in common with you. Now, I'm going to show you how. If you go into the Residence Inn Bonfire, from the menu bar, tap the More section. On that screen, scroll until you see the large globe, Global Connections. Tap that. Now tap the little magnifying glass to start a search, and in the search bar you can type GM Gen 1. And this will show you every GM who has Gen 1 in their profile. You can look at their profiles listed, decide if you want to make a connection, and you can do this for either personal or professional attributes as well. Now also, I know you've already been doing this, but use the Residence Inn Bonfire to post comments, pictures. Use the hashtag #IBelieve, because at the end of all this, we're going to take your photos with that hashtag, and we're going to create a giant slideshow for you to check out at the end of all this. So let me ask you, how many people here know our racing presidents? A good amount. I'm going to explain. For those of you who don't know our racing presidents, they are the mascots for the Washington Nationals. Now, it is tradition that they race at every home game, every Washington Nationals home game. And in a minute, we're going to ask them to race and lead us to our party here tonight. So they will also, by the way, be available for pictures during the first hour. This is going to be a great party. It's sponsored by Pepsi. And by the way, there will be a cake to celebrate Residence Inn 40th anniversary. So we hope you guys will all indulge in some delicious cake tonight. Have a great time tonight. Remember, we start tomorrow morning at 8:30. Let's introduce all of our presidents up here. If you would come up to the starting line, which is right over here. Yes, we have George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Thomas Jefferson. Now, our presidents are going to start right here at the starting line. They're going to make their way all the way around the back, up here to our finish line over here. The first president to give Emmeline a high five will be our winning president tonight. So are we ready for our race here? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event. On your mark, get set, and go. Ladies and gentlemen, our presidents are off. It looks like Abe is in the lead. We've got George coming up behind. Wait, what is Tom doing? Tom is cut. Tom is cheating. This is cheating. Abe is technically still in the lead over here. Tom, what is going on? Oh, Abe is down. Abe is down. We've got George coming in for the win. Ladies and gentlemen, it is officially party time. We would love to have you follow our presidents into the Maryland room and enjoy. Thank you very much.